Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that affects millions of people worldwide, pain. Whether it's a dull ache that won't go away, a sharp twinge that stops you in your tracks, or the chronic discomfort that colors your daily life, pain can be incredibly disruptive. But here's the good news. The world of pain management has evolved dramatically. We're moving beyond just popping a pill and hoping for the best. In this video, we're going to unlock the secrets of modern, effective pain management. So, if you or someone you know is struggling, stick around. This guide might just change your perspective. First, let's understand what pain really is. Think of it as your body's alarm system. When you sprain your ankle or touch a hot stove, pain signals shoot up to your brain saying, "Hey, something's wrong here, pay attention." This is called acute pain. It's short-term and serves a vital protective purpose. But what happens when that alarm system malfunctions? What if the off switch is broken and the alarm keeps ringing long after the initial danger has passed? That's chronic pain. It's pain that lasts for more than 3 months, and it's not just a physical sensation. It can deeply impact your mental health, your relationships, and your overall quality of life. Modern medicine now recognizes chronic pain as a complex condition in its own right, not just a symptom. So how do we manage it? The old approach was often one-dimensional. You have pain, you take a painkiller. While medication certainly has its place, we now know that a one-size-fits-all approach just doesn't work for chronic pain. The modern strategy is all about being multimodal and personalized. Multimodal simply means using a combination of different treatments to attack the pain from multiple angles. It's like having a whole team of specialists working together for you. This team might include physical therapy, medication, psychological support, and lifestyle changes, all tailored specifically to your unique situation. It's not about finding one magic bullet, but about building a comprehensive toolkit that empowers you to manage your pain effectively. Let's break down some of the key players on this modern pain management team. First up, movement and physical therapy. I know when you're in pain, the last thing you want to do is move. It seems counterintuitive, right? But for many types of chronic pain, especially musculoskeletal issues like back pain or arthritis, structured, gentle movement is one of the most powerful tools we have. A physical therapist can design a program for you that strengthens supporting muscles, improves flexibility, and retrains your body to move in ways that don't trigger pain. It's about teaching your body to be resilient again. Simple activities like walking, swimming, or yoga can also work wonders by releasing endorphins, your body's natural painkillers, and reducing inflammation. Next, let's talk about the brain's role in all of this. Pain isn't just happening in your back or your knee, it's being processed and interpreted by your brain. This is where psychological approaches come in, and they are game changers. Techniques like cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, help you identify and change the negative thought patterns and behaviors that can actually amplify your pain. For example, the fear of pain can make you avoid activities, which leads to weakness and more pain. CBT helps break that cycle. Then there's mindfulness and meditation. These practices teach you to observe your pain without judgment, separating the physical sensation from the emotional suffering that often comes with it. By calming your nervous system, you can effectively turn down the volume of your pain signals. Of course, medication still plays a role, but the way we use it has become much smarter. Instead of relying solely on strong opioids, which come with significant risks, doctors now have a wider array of options. This includes non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, specific nerve pain medications, and even certain types of antidepressants that have been shown to be effective for chronic pain by modulating chemical signals in the brain. The goal is to find the lowest effective dose for the shortest period necessary, often as part of a broader treatment plan. The conversation with your doctor is key here. Being open about what's working and what isn't allows them to fine-tune your regimen safely and effectively. Now let's explore some of the more cutting-edge and interventional therapies. These are often considered when other treatments haven't provided enough relief. For targeted pain, Treatments like nerve blocks or injections can deliver anti-inflammatory medication directly to the source of the problem, providing significant, albeit sometimes temporary, relief. Another fascinating area is neuromodulation. This includes therapies like spinal cord stimulation, where a small implanted device sends mild electrical signals to the spinal cord. These signals interrupt the pain messages on their way to the brain, essentially scrambling the alarm signal before you perceive it. It's like noise-canceling headphones for your nervous system. These advanced options represent a huge leap forward, offering hope for people with some of the most stubborn and debilitating pain conditions. Don't underestimate the power of lifestyle either. What you eat, how you sleep, and how you manage stress are fundamental pillars of pain management. An anti-inflammatory diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and lean proteins, can help calm your system from the inside out. Processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats, on the other hand, can promote inflammation and make pain worse. And sleep. Oh, sleep is so crucial. Pain can disrupt sleep, and a lack of sleep can make you more sensitive to pain. It's a vicious cycle. Prioritizing good sleep hygiene, like having a consistent bedtime, a dark and quiet room, and avoiding screens before bed, is non-negotiable for anyone dealing with chronic pain. Finding healthy ways to manage stress, whether it's through a hobby, spending time in nature, or talking with a friend, is also vital for keeping your nervous system in a calmer, less reactive state. So, let's put it all together. The secret to modern pain management isn't a secret at all. It's about a holistic, proactive, and personalized partnership between you and your healthcare team. It starts with a proper diagnosis to understand the root cause of your pain. From there, you build your multimodal plan. Maybe it starts with physical therapy and mindfulness. Then you might add a non-inflammatory diet and explore a new medication with your doctor. Perhaps you'll eventually consider an interventional procedure if needed. The key is to be an active participant in your own care. Track your symptoms, be open with your doctors, be patient with yourself, and celebrate the small victories. Managing chronic pain is a journey, not a destination. There will be good days and bad days, but with the right toolkit, you can have more and more good days. Living with pain can feel isolating, but remember, you are not alone. Millions are on this journey with you, and the medical community is more equipped than ever to help. If you're struggling, please reach out to a doctor or a pain specialist. Don't be afraid to ask questions, to seek second opinions, and to advocate for a comprehensive care plan that addresses you as a whole person, not just a symptom. Your path to feeling better starts with that first conversation. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this guide has given you a clearer picture of the hopeful landscape of modern pain management. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on health and wellness. And please share your own experiences or questions in the comments below. Let's support each other. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Have you ever had a headache and reached for a painkiller? It's so simple, right? But have you ever stopped to wonder what people did before these little pills existed? For thousands of years, our ancestors had to get creative. They didn't have a pharmacy down the street. Their pharmacy was the world around them. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history of pain relief, a journey from ancient herbs to incredible healing practices. Imagine living in a world without modern medicine. A simple toothache could be a major crisis. A broken bone, a life-threatening event. Pain was a constant companion for our ancestors, a daily battle they fought with ingenuity and a profound knowledge of nature. They were the original biohackers, turning to the earth for solutions. Their wisdom wasn't written in textbooks. It was passed down through generations, a legacy of survival and resilience. Let's travel back to ancient Egypt, around 1550 BC. Here we find one of the oldest medical documents in history, the Ebers Papyrus. This incredible scroll, over 65 feet long, is like an ancient medical encyclopedia. It contains over 700 remedies for all sorts of ailments. For pain, the Egyptians had a few go-to ingredients. One of the most important was the willow tree. They would use its bark to reduce fever and inflammation. Sound familiar? That's because willow bark contains a compound called salicin, which is the natural blueprint for aspirin. The Egyptians might not have known the exact chemistry, but they knew it worked. They would chew on the bark or brew it into a tea to soothe their aches. Another plant they relied on was the opium poppy. Now, this one is a bit more complex. The Egyptians understood its powerful pain-killing properties. They would extract the milky sap, which we now know contains alkaloids like morphine and codeine, and use it as a potent sedative and analgesic for severe pain, likely during primitive surgeries or for chronic conditions. They were masters of dosage, carefully administering this powerful medicine. It's a testament to their advanced understanding of pharmacology, long before the term even existed. Now, let's journey over to ancient Greece, the cradle of Western medicine. Here we meet the legendary Hippocrates, often called the father of medicine. He believed in a holistic approach, looking at the patient as a whole person, not just a collection of symptoms. Like the Egyptians, Hippocrates also championed the use of willow bark for pain and fever. He documented its effects extensively, moving it from the realm of folk remedy into formal medical practice. He taught his students to observe, to document, and to use nature's gifts wisely. But the Greeks had more than just herbs. They were pioneers in physical therapies. They understood the connection between the body and mind. For someone suffering from chronic pain, a Greek physician might prescribe a regimen of therapeutic baths in natural hot springs, massage with olive oil infused with herbs, and even exercise. They recognized that movement, warmth, and touch were powerful healers. They also practiced a technique called bloodletting, which seems strange to us now, but was based on their theory of balancing the body's humors. While we now know it's not effective for pain, it shows their commitment to actively intervening to restore a patient's well-being. As we move forward in time to the Roman Empire, we see a fusion of Greek knowledge with Roman practicality. The Romans were incredible engineers, and this extended to their public health. They built massive aqueducts to bring fresh water to cities and created elaborate public bathhouses. These weren't just for hygiene. They were social and wellness centers where citizens could relax their muscles in hot pools, get massages, and ease the pains of daily life. A Roman physician named Galen built upon the work of Hippocrates and became one of the most influential medical figures in history. His writings were the standard medical texts for over 1,000 years. Galen was a master surgeon, often working on wounded gladiators. He used wine to clean wounds, an early antiseptic, and used opium-soaked sponges as anesthetics during his procedures. He meticulously categorized hundreds of medicinal plants and their uses, creating a comprehensive guide to natural remedies that would be the foundation of medicine for centuries. Leaving Europe, let's travel to the East and explore traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM, which offers a completely different perspective on pain. For over 2,000 years, TCM has been based on the concept of qi, or vital life energy, that flows through the body along pathways called meridians. According to this philosophy, pain is a symptom of blocked or stagnant qi. So, the goal isn't just to numb the pain, but to restore the flow of energy. How did they do this? One of the most famous methods is acupuncture. By inserting incredibly fine needles into specific points on the body, practitioners aim to release these blockages and allow qi to flow freely again. For many, it's a remarkably effective way to manage chronic pain, from backaches to migraines. Another key part of TCM is herbal medicine. Chinese herbalists use a vast array of plants, minerals, and animal products, often combined into complex formulas tailored to an individual's specific imbalance. Ingredients like turmeric, for its anti-inflammatory properties, and corydalis, for its pain. Relieving effects have been used for centuries and are now being studied by modern science. Let's not forget the indigenous peoples across the Americas, who possessed an incredibly rich knowledge of the medicinal plants in their local environments. Native American tribes used a wide variety of herbs for pain. For example, many tribes used cramp bark to relieve muscle spasms and menstrual cramps. They used wintergreen leaves, which contain a compound similar to aspirin, to make teas for arthritis and headaches. And of course, there's the coca leaf in the Andes, which was chewed to provide energy and numb pain, hunger, and fatigue. This knowledge was deeply spiritual, intertwined with ceremonies, and a respect for the natural world. A healer didn't just give you a plant, they addressed your spiritual and physical well-being together. So what can we learn from all this? It's easy to see these ancient practices as primitive, but that would be a huge mistake. Our ancestors were brilliant observers and experimenters. They laid the groundwork for modern pharmacology. Many of our most important drugs, from aspirin to morphine, have their roots in the plants our ancestors first identified. Today, there's a growing movement to integrate some of this ancient wisdom back into modern healthcare. We call it integrative medicine. Doctors are increasingly recommending practices like acupuncture, massage, and mindfulness alongside. The story of pain relief is the story of human resilience. It's about our unending quest to understand our bodies and ease our suffering. From a shaman brewing willow bark tea to a modern scientist developing a new drug, the goal remains the same: a life with less pain and more well-being. Our ancestors gave us a powerful legacy, reminding us that sometimes the oldest solutions hold the keys to a healthier future. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through time. If you found this fascinating, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into history.